If you're looking to build your God Squad, head over to cheapmaddencoins.com for the cheapest prices, instant delivery, and 24-hour customer support. Hit the link in the description and use code WOLF for 15% off. It looks like we're going to have us a little discussion, homies. Before we get into today's topic, make sure you uppercut, roundhouse kick the like button. You know, like on Street Fighter, Ken or Ryu or Ryu, how do you really say his name? Is it Ryu or is it Ryu? Do we like cancel the Y and just say Ryu? Or is it Ryu? I can't be wrong both times. All right, it has to be one or the other, right? Anyway, you use that little spinning roundhouse kick that they do on Street Fighter. Right? Probably did the sound effects wrong, but you guys get what I'm saying. Now, if you've been paying attention to Twitter about Madden 21 since it's pretty much its announcement all the way to today or yesterday, which probably continues today. If I'm confusing you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's not my intentions. You guys remember when they announced franchise and how it was pretty much going to be exactly the same as Madden 21, and then people started tweeting, fix Madden franchise, fix Madden franchise. Now, if you're not on the YouTube side of things where you see analytics and numbers, you probably wouldn't even know, right, that Madden views across the board for everybody are at the lowest they've probably ever been. And I want to say it was the start of the fixed Madden franchise, because here's what I see whenever I see someone put fixed Madden franchise. You get the people that post it, but then some people get a reaction, and it's from MUT players who are always clowning on franchise players, say no one even plays that mode. But I'm here to tell you guys, the franchise community is bigger than you think, because it is deflated Madden 21 views. Now, other YouTubers that were talking about it on Twitter were saying, oh, it's because the NFL season is different. It hadn't started yet and people are waiting on next gen. No, bro. Okay. If you look at the views, if you go to a YouTuber who's constantly talking trash about Madden 21, he gets more views as compared to his subscribers than other YouTubers who play MUT and open packs. That is just a fact. All right. You could go search that stuff up yourself. So what we're coming to is, we're finally coming to the brick wall where Madden is going to have to do something to fix their game. And that brings us to today. If you guys looked at the Twitter feed yesterday, if you have any of the NFL players that you follow, you would have seen Charles James 2 at CJ Deuce, the comment he made, the tweet he made, tweet, I don't know, however you want to say it. He put just uninstalled Madden 21. Ish is low key the worst one I've ever played. Charles James is worst, WORST, but who cares? Well, I'm not here to police you on the grammar. All right, but it's the worst one he's ever played. Now, how do I feel about that personally? Me, here's the thing, all right. I can overcome the adversity in Madden 21. That is like the leverage I have as far as being good at the game, right? So I can deal with the BS in the game because what I know, it outmatches the things that are wrong. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but if you're good at the game and you're really good at the game, because I'm beating everybody, I'm not really upset. But now let's say you're new to the game, like these guys, you know, CJ Deuce, these guys aren't there playing the game day in and day out, hour over hour, labbing and practice. They're not doing that. They just want to turn on the game and play. And from what they see from their perspective is a broken game. And people that are average and don't have the advanced capability of playing and beating pretty much everybody they come across, they don't get that feeling of just pure, man, I don't want to sound cocky, bro, but pure dominance. Like, go in there and we dominate and we're okay. Oh yeah, the fumbles or the pursuit angles. That's a problem. Yeah, they should fix that. But no, man, it's bigger. It's deeper than that. All right, it started with fixed Madden franchise, man. I'm telling you right now, it started there. And now, if you go on YouTube, if you find people, I'm not going to mention any YouTubers. I don't want to call no YouTubers out, man. But if you go and you search bad things about Madden 21, those guys get the most views. People like me, we suffer the worst because if no one's really playing the game, no one's really searching for tips, no one really cares. So now we're at a crossroads, bro. Madden is going to have to do something to save this franchise, bro, because it's not getting any better. Now, I don't want to point no fingers, man, and I talked to maybe one or two dudes that do MUT videos, but Ultimate Team is primarily the reason why the downfall of Madden is where it's at. And here's why. It's not you guys per se. It's the fact that people are addicted to the Madden Ultimate Team side. So what do? Well, what they do is they go in and they find ways to monetize every aspect of the modes. Because once you hook somebody, right, there's no end to what you can do to take them out their money. And that's pretty much a psychological thing that happens. It happens on social media. They use the same type of psychological, I don't want to say certain words on YouTube, bro. Just put it that way because they'll demonetize it. Anyway, it's all psychological. So for that mode, their focus, when you didn't have training and now you do have training, all that did was add a monetization angle to Ultimate Team. And then they add trophies and certain things like that. Before it was contracts, you had to get contracts, but that wasn't really doing much. So they got rid of contracts. Now there's training, all different types of currencies, all different kinds of abilities to have on your player. And it just takes, they can't focus on the gameplay because they only have a year. They only have a year to make this game, the next game, to the next game, to the next game. So if they only have a year, they're primarily focused on figuring out ways to make money because the license says, bro, you got to make this amount of money by the time this license ends, or we're going to yank it from you. So they got to meet the numbers, bro. And so be ready because if nothing happens, man, and things don't get revamped, what they need to do is they need to cut off Madden, which they can't do. They can't cut off Madden and delay because remember, they have stipulations in that license agreement to have so much or to gain so much revenue from the game that if they don't meet it, it gets ripped from them. So now, we're stuck on it every year. And so when they have a little time like that, they have to focus on the monetization to make the most money. Franchise gets left out. Regs is regs. It's just going to be coded over. So whatever they do for MUT, they just create the little models for for regs, and they put it all together. But the problem and why they can't focus on core mechanics is because of old coding and because they have to figure out new ways to monetize Ultimate Team, man. I saw a pro player. I heard a pro player. If you saw my tweet yesterday, a pro player told one of his people, if you plan on going no money spent in Madden 21, you better be real good at the game. I heard this for myself, and I have to tell you guys, in all honesty, it is true. You can play no money spent, but the way this game has a psychological grip on you, you're going to get mad. You're going to rage because you feel like you're supposed to win the game because you're better than your opponent. But since you don't have the best team, you're not. And that's just unfortunate. Now, the rest of the tweets from other NFL players, you see TJ Ward, bro, I couldn't believe it. Run anything. And, well, he's pretty much saying you can run anything. And then Marcus Cromartie responded, bro, thank you. I'm surprised you lasted this long. I gave it 1 week. My man could only play the game for 1 week before he had to uninstall it. Now, mind you, I play it every day. I know its flaws. I know the problem with the game. I used to be that guy that would just sit there, rage and complain about the game and how broken it is. Instead, what I focused on was the glitches of the game and exposing them and giving them to you guys. Because I know there is no fixing this game. The game has to be broken down, destroyed, and rebuilt from the ground up. And you can't do that in 1 year. It's impossible. These guys are going to need at least 3 years. And since they have that license agreement, it's never going to happen. Unless something changes or they bow out of the contract, they have to produce the game every year. They know they have fiends on this game. They know they can just put out what they want. And that's another thing. They could just put out what they want, bro. There's so many people that just take it. I don't get it, bro. Some of these guys just take it, man. It's weird. Ron Parker said, LMAO, I told you, bro. He told us. Now, I started playing this year in MUT. I wanted to do something different for you guys. But then I realized once I hit, 12 Super Bowls. I should have had 15. I hit 12 Super Bowls. I was beating a lot of the players. I beat the number 1 ranked player. I beat number 10, number 5, number 3, right? Then I started to realize in my mind, because I'm smarter, start to realize, bro, the rest of the year is just going to be me paying to stay on top and doing the same thing over and over. I came to this realization, bro, that no matter what. I have to pay to stay on top because I'm not going to grind no money spent and then have to go downwards and then lose to people that I'm better than. Just not going to happen. And that's the way Ultimate Team works, man. It works exactly that way. So I just want to share that with you guys, man. It's a sad day. We're headed in the wrong direction with Madden 21. There actually is no hype for the game whatsoever. Even across analytics through YouTubers, like the top YouTubers, the big MUT YouTubers, or like the KKs, those guys are fine. You're not going to hear a word from them because they're doing all right. They don't care. You know what? That's like a personal attack. I don't want to say KK or them don't care. I'm just saying it looks like they don't care. There might be one MUT YouTuber that has a lot of subs and is saying something. I don't know. I don't watch the guys, but the overall consensus to me is that if the pockets are okay, they're not going to say much. Me, I don't really care if Madden goes away, bro, because we got other things we can do in real life, you know? I just do Madden pretty much for fun, bro, to be honest with you. Maybe to buy a console or something like that, some games, get free stuff, but that's pretty much it. But the people that their lives really depend on the game, they're going to have to protect their interests, bro. And they're not going to say nothing bad about the game because they need you guys to watch the videos. Me, I don't care, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, Madden 21 is trash, bro. All right, make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe. Love you guys, man. Peace.